This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oklahoma Sooners. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Finds his man. It's Harris.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the play on third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Handoff to Xavier. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's a quick throw out to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that Still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then, they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up-tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The play action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The pull and throw off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Sayin trying to be heard about the noise. Finds his target down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Fourth down, Sayin. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Sayin. Hauls it in.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There's a crease. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Coming out with it, it's a tag now. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the open...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback may change this route.
Booster.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Quick completion on the out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run play action. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Got a man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer closer and closer to pay dirt.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. The offense changing the play.
Sweep, sweep.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. Sprinting away. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Got it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man, knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Now here's Sayin. And the misconnection on third down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
Guys, look at this. Surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Sayin to throw for it on fourth. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Jackson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. relentless here on second down. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
From the gun on third down, Sayin. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will put them up here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And he's brought down after a... As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
All alone as he catches it. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
Red pass hits complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma! The Sooners come down and score one of their own, setting up for the extra point and the tie. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Running inside, it's Jackson. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, look out, the ball's free. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Say it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Saying. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play? You can dial up, maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Saying. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best.
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and, man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Saying to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Saying. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fires to the big fella. Snags it, and there's running room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Saying. Working that left side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Saying back to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
From the gun on 3rd down, Saying. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep. And
now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, say it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Sooners will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Right down the middle. If he runs this back, this game's over. Taking it the other way. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. The run inside. It's Jack. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. First down here in the 2nd overtime. Throwing, say it. Finds his man down the middle. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play, but just couldn't secure the catch.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds space on the right. They get him down with this offense to set up first and goal from the 9.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gonna look downfield again. Looking to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Third and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. Looking to throw on third and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown Sooners! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it for you.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. Here's Julian saying to throw. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take